So as we were saying, Steve Buscemi is great.
Buscemi.
Or Buscemi. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. We'll probably get into that tomorrow. So what's going on in your life at the moment?
I opened a can of Sprite. That felt pretty good just now.
You went gambling this weekend, if I remember correctly, with Ross. Oh, sorry, Ram Davesy.
Yeah, Ross McCoy was also there. They were both there. It was hard to keep track. Because they were both putting a lot. But yeah, I went gambling on a boat, which was cool. It's the biggest boat I've ever been on.
Nice.
And it's not even that big. Like I was talking to someone, they're like, "This boat isn't even that big, honey." Like, oh, okay. Well, sorry that I don't understand that that boats are huge. Apparently.
I mean, relative to what you've experienced, it's a big boat, and that's fine.
Yeah, and Dexter Morgan's boat wasn't that big, and it was the perfect slice of life for him.
Yeah.
he's low key. Dexter Morgan is sometimes more my idol than he should be, and I don't think I need to fix that, but I definitely keep it in the. People should keep it in their heads that sometimes I look up to a fictional serial killer.
Well, there was a long time in my life that I was obsessed with American Psycho. I mean, I still think it's a great book and a great movie, but I'm not like obsessed with it like I once was. And that was another case of people misunderstanding why I was obsessed with it. They're like, "Oh, Patrick Bateman is hot." I'm like, "No, it's like the perfect encapsulation of the 1980s I've ever seen on screen or on page." And it's also very grisly, especially the book. The book is very gross, very graphic.
I will say that is inaccurate of like it does capture that. I rewatched it recently. I was in the hospital.
Did I. I was impressed with how through the female gaze it was. Like it wasn't like all of the nude scenes weren't like male gazy nude scenes, but it's a woman director, so of course, but that just cemented like that's always been a thing that I look for in movies. I don't know. But we're not here to talk about that. This is the long talk. Sorry. We're not here to talk about comeback stories that behave themselves or documentaries that know what they are or folks who should absolutely not be in charge of their own narratives. This is the long talk, and we're here to talk about the fall and rise of Reggie Dinkins episodes 1 through 5. And I keep wanting to call it the rise and fall. Like the title keeps fucking me up.
Oh, it is the fall and rise. Wow. I just am now noticing that, I think, for the first time. A show about two disasters trying to turn one story into redemption and tripping over the truth the whole way there.
So, how did you like the first 5 episodes?
I hope. Okay, so can I be real with you, Jackie?
Of course.
I do not like the Tracy Morgan character.
It's not a character though.
That is the problem. Because it's exactly the same. But here's the thing, all right? Because before I keep going too far, the last episode makes me feel like it's not though, because he kind of can act really good.
Yeah, he can act really good, but still be that guy.
I don't like that guy. I don't find it that entertaining. It's I find it just like too unrelatable to be funny to me.
I've always loved Tracy Morgan because he just doesn't seem to give a fuck, and that's a quality I really appreciate.
It's just the exact writing and story arc of Reggie Dinkins was exactly Tracy Jordan in just condensed into 5 episodes.
Yeah, it he's playing the same character, but I loved him in 30 Rock, and I love him here as well. And I loved him on Saturday Night Live. He was so good on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. And that's just the me thing. I don't like dislike the guy. I just don't think like watching the first two episodes I was like Daniel Radcliffe and everyone else is Bobby Moynihan, right?
Drunk
They
Uncle.
really funny. And they were saving it. But the episodes 3 and 4 kind of a struggle to get through. And the fifth one was just really good acting from everybody.
Shit. The person who I am like in love with in this show is the wife. I love the wife. A couple years ago, I didn't realize this until like episode 3, but she is Maxine from Living Single. And a couple years ago, I rewatched all of Living Single, and it's legitimately one of the best comedies that's ever been on television. It was so good. And basically, Friends did rip them off. Like, it's pretty blatant if you watch the show. Like, the concept is exactly the same, but with white people. And it's wild.
Dang, you're unveiling new things. Oh, or old things. I don't know. I've never heard this argument before. I've actually never heard of Living Single, which probably is a problem.
Yeah, it is.
I thought everyone's great. I thought there was a really good, very healthy dynamics shown throughout this whole entire thing. Like, the respect that Bobby has for, like, when the son's there, he's like, "Oh, I don't bring my woman up until he's gone," and, it's like that, the healthy, like, Brianna and, oh, man, I can't remember anyone's name. Actually,
I'm
Monica,
very bad at it too.
Brina and Monica becoming friends and, like, genuinely just, like, that
Very
whole.
wholesome.
Yeah, everyone's like, well, everyone loves each other for who they are. She's like, I like Reggie for just being who he is, and I also make my money, and that was fun. That
Yeah.
whole thing was awesome.
And then when Monica like realized and apologized, which is a healthy human thing that we don't see nearly enough.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed things that were portrayed through this show.
I loved the idea of Bobby Moynihan's the archives that he's keeping, like all of the ridiculous tiniest things that he's had that he's hunted down. Like, he's just that guy.
Yeah, and having both like secrets that like Reggie doesn't know about and Monica doesn't know about in the archives, like he knows everything, is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Makes me really happy to see Bobby Moynihan getting work. He was Drunk Uncle, I wish would come back to Weekend Update every week still. We need Drunk Uncle. Like, as far as a show, it's what I would consider a bop. It's not like anything that's really worth diving any deeper than this into, I think. Like, it was fine. I'm going to finish watching it because I love Tracy Morgan and I love everybody in it. But
is there going to be more? I
yeah,
felt like this was just clean cut 5 episodes.
I think if there's 5 more. I think there's 5 more.
I guess, yeah, making the actual if it didn't get picked up, it did well round itself again. I think personally, I'm gonna defend the director of Daniel Radcliffe's character. I think his tennis ball rant genuinely valid.
I agree. Oh, I completely forgot Daniel Radcliffe was in that. I love that he does such weird things. Yeah, it's a valid rant. He might not have done it so publicly, but that's the world that we live in.
I think it's Also, like, okay, so the inside betting, the everyone hating the story of everyone hating a guy in sports for 20 years, like he can't go outside, and it's been
Mhm.
20 years, is insane how factual that is. Like, I don't care about sports. I enjoy learning about them every once in a while, like watching a game or two. I think it's
Mhm.
fun following it a little bit, but like it's never going to be the thing I am a like this guy is like a guy is not going to affect uh
Well,
the
I
next
think
20 years.
I think a lot of that, or a healthy amount of it, is probably gambling too, especially nowadays where you can like gamble on anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was just doing the future trading bets that are all over the apps now, uh, back in the day. Like
Mm-hmm.
the concept of what everyone's mad about him for being what everyone's doing right now is pretty um ironically hilarious.
Well, I think it's still pretty illegal for players to bet on their own games, though.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. That's yeah, but I don't I wouldn't be mad at someone for betting on their own games if they're betting on themselves to win. Like in terms of betting, right? Reggie
Mm-hmm.
Dinkins only was betting on himself to win
That's true. That's
and then
true.
was winning, right? It wasn't like it was, oh, I bet that we're gonna lose and he tanked it. That's the real thing people would be mad about is if weren't playing, but he was just giving himself motivation to play harder.
And then he was dumb and just confessed it on live TV. And this is a concept reminded me of another show that I like a lot, or a show that I like a lot called Brockmire, where the first episode reveals a baseball announcer's like live breakdown on air after his wife left him 10 years ago. So it's kind of, I was getting a little bit of Brockmire vibes, but definitely not in the same vein, definitely not nearly as dark or amazing.
I enjoy the bit. I also I like the idea that he's like, I have to call my bookie right now. And they're like, you have a live interview at the same time. And he's like, no, but I have to call my bookie.
He's very focused.
Yeah, I want to see the scene leading up to him making that phone call. Because it's just like it feels like he's just on the couch chillaxing. And I don't think anyone should allow that man to chillax when he's about to have to do an interview.
No, it's probably not a good move.
Would you I, I think it's impressive that he got a 20-year mustard endorsement.
Yes, that was really funny. Like, just the whole, it's that, like, they're flirting with the edge of absurdity, but not like going far enough into it. Like, they could go harder into things like this, I think, and it would be better for it.
And like you've done social media representative thing in marketing and stuff. Like
Mhm.
would you ever like the idea of branding someone for 20 years ever be a thing?
No, like a year tops. Especially now, I feel like a year is a very long time, even.
Yeah, people change every 3 seconds.
Yeah, but what are the fish, herring, whatever they were, uh, the dip people? What do they know?
Yeah, it was a bad move on their part. I mean, in theory, like if they did it to Tom Brady, right? They got 20 years, locked Tom Brady in when he was at the very beginning, and he just needed that money. They would be golden.
Yeah, but he would have renegotiated and gotten a better deal by now too. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh yes, renegotiations. My simple mind never even never thought that was a possibility.
Yeah. Well, in my brain, it should be you lock into a contract, you sign the contract, that's it, but that's not the way that the other people in the world work. So if other people are going to renegotiate, I mean, I guess that we should as well.
That makes sense.
And then we had Reggie's famous food poisoning game.
Yeah, which I thought when they were starting to allude to a like it not being food poisoning, I thought he was just fake throwing up.
Before the story led where it did, I thought it was probably like a hangover or something.
Yeah, but what is a hangover if not kind of food poisoning?
True. Is that true? I don't know. I've had maybe one hangover my whole life. My body just doesn't do that for some reason.
All right, Jackie, way to brag to everyone listening right now.
It used to really come in handy, but there's not much use for it anymore.
You drink lots of water?
Never.
No?
Well, I guess recently I have been drinking more water, but like when I was drinking a lot where I should have gotten hangovers, no, I was not drinking a lot of water.
Man, you really are flexing on the people right now.
Sorry, bros.
Some alcohol company give Jackie a 20-year brand endorsement with that. This alcohol never gives you a hangover.
I did discover a new type of alcohol. I went to the Symphony on Friday morning, and then I walked around Detroit for a little while and ended up at a restaurant across from the Detroit Institute of the Arts called Chartreuse. And it was based on a drink called Chartreuse, which is made by one sect of monks. And they've been making it the same way since the 1700s. And they let me taste a little bit of it. And it's very interesting. It's very botanical, and it tastes. This is a reference point, but for me, but I don't know who else drinks Fernet. It tastes like a thin,
all of Colorado,
thin, syrupy, clear, sweet Fernet, kind of. I don't know. It was good. I will explore more to see what other sorts are, because there's like some that you can buy that's like aged for hundreds of years and it's very expensive. Like they had $350 ounce pours of this stuff at their restaurant. I accidentally stumbled into my first James Beard nominated restaurant as well. It was just a very lucky day on Friday.
Oh, well, that sounds magical.
It was. I didn't even like get into half of what I did.
Man.
But it started at the Symphony where there was free coffee.
The Symphony.
Yes.
Did you did you enjoy the Symphony? Was this your favorite symphony you've been to?
Yeah, well, I think yes, because I've only been to like the Atlanta one when I was a kid before, so I don't really remember it. And then like all of my own band concerts and all of your band concerts. But yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would imagine that it would be better than most high school performances.
Some of them are great though, especially like you can see like the roots of things in them, and that's very exciting to me. I like the beginning of things.
Yeah,
but no, go ahead.
Beginning doesn't necessarily mean bad, but more practice over time is just you find your voice more and you tune yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the first piece was an original piece by the guy by the conductor, and it was really weird and like sometimes they didn't play their instruments, they just blew air through them and made sounds, and it was fun. And then there were two just like traditional spring pieces. One was like a 20-minute violin solo with the orchestra behind her, and she was amazing. And then the second one was like a 30 to 40-minute symphony about spring, and it was all amazing. The audience was the most respectful audience I've ever seen in my life. Like barely anybody moved. It was so respectful and amazing.
Nice. I love when when people you can see the people's respect and like musicians and artists, their respect for like genuine music love and like how they were probably a band kid back in the day, because like if they make it on Tiny Desk, a lot of times like rappers and stuff will have their violins, and like they'll acoustify their thing with like these beautiful string instruments. I think it's
Mhm.
it becomes so much wonderful. Like L.A. Russell has a version in his tens and twenties, and like people are like, that's so much better than the song, and it's just a violin and him, and
Mm.
basically it's so good.
And after the very last song, like after the very last note of the very last song, this dude in a baseball cap jumped up and said, "Hell yeah!" And I swear to God, he pumped his fist in the air, but I can't be sure because that might just be my memory. And and then he just started clapping and yelled out, "You nailed that!" Like he was so into it, it was crazy.
Nice.
And that's another cool thing about the Detroit Symphony. They have a come as you are policy. There's like no dress code. You can just wear whatever you want. And as long as you're comfortable and there to be respectful to the music, which literally everyone was.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's wow. And now it's snowing there. Everywhere else is so like warm and hot and springy, and now you're snowing on Monday, March 23rd.
Yep. When I came up to visit to see if I liked Detroit for the first time with Kelly Perkins, it was 420 and it snowed then.
Nice. Colorado randomly snows, but it doesn't really hasn't been. So that's a bummer.
We had a lot of snow. We had the most snow this year of any year that we've been here. It was a lot and it was long. It was like just months, like 2 straight months with snow on the ground.
Do you get tired of it? Because this is a thing I never really got to experience because the sun kept melting it so quick, and so I
Mhm.
constantly enjoy the snow because everyone's like, the snow is nice when it's fresh, but when it's there for forever, so then you start hating it. Do you start hating the snow?
Not the snow, but I don't like the ice, but not the
That's
snow. I even like the dirty snow because it's like it's just different looking snow. It's like weathered snow. I like the variety and sizes of flakes and how I can tell if they're wet or not so wet and how big or small they are. The snow is amazingly fascinating.
yeah. It's I think snow is really cool, and it's so quiet. It's
Mhm.
crazy how quiet snow is. And
Yeah,
when
it snowed on New Year's Eve, and I went outside like just like in the middle of the night. It was freezing cold, and it was snowing, and I didn't even listen to music. It was just quiet. It was magical.
I didn't get a white Christmas.
Oh, and then we had the whole cat episode, which was just like misdirection 101. But it was Sean's dad as the coach, which I love seeing him again.
I Yeah, so like the cat episode, this one, these were kind of rougher to get through for me, TBH. um, and I also kind of hate it because maybe I have never personally read Moby Dick, but I have read a lot of things or seen everything that references Moby Dick, and Like in the end, I thought he always gets his. I don't know. I guess I don't. I guess the white whale is a metaphor for chasing something you're not gonna get. But I genuinely never picked that up. I was like, I thought he just was actually chasing a whale. um, so that's probably on me. And so I was like, this is stupid because doesn't Moby Dick like doesn't he get him? Doesn't Ahab get him in the end?
I don't honestly remember. Oh my god!
Because then they find the cat at the end. They find the real cat.
Well, the real cat was with the coach all along. Oh no, they did find the real cat.
Yeah, it wasn't the coach's cat to begin with, which I knew that.
Cat.
I knew it wasn't his coach's cat. I knew it was gonna not be. I feel like it would have been a bigger deal if that guy's cat was missing.
Yeah, like it would be on the news. He was like that level kind of guy.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be having a couple of posters around.
So he does find Moby Dick, but it destroys the boat and his crew. And then,
well, yeah,
Ahab ends up dying.
Oh well, that's fine. That's that. Yeah, okay. So he dies, but he found his dream. He died doing what he loved, what he set sail to do. I mean, he didn't kill him, but it was kill or be killed, and you're trying to fight a whale. Whales are huge. Do people not know how big whales are?
They are giant. Well,
they're as big as like a cruise ship.
Easy to find.
Yeah, it should have been. They should have found him long ago.
And I will say this about this show. I almost always like the B story better than the A story. Like the cat episode, I loved the story of Monica trying to date.
Yeah. This is definitely a show that you watch for everyone but Reggie Dinkins. And they throw Daniel Radcliffe there to make it fun.
Yeah. I am most interested in Monica and the girlfriend, honestly. And Horatio Sands.
Is that the son?
No, the friend. Whatever, I can't remember the name.
Oh man. Because there's Brina, that's the daughter, or that's the partner. And then
yes,
Monica, his ex-wife, Arthur.
Rusty.
Oh, Rusty, yes. Rusty.
I don't know. He doesn't feel like a Rusty to me.
And what's his son's name?
Carmelo, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like the candy.
I guess so.
He was fun. He did a really good job, I think. Yeah, it is Carmelo. He's good. He's like, I don't have no problem with my dad dating, but my mom, ooh. I never really thought about that. He's just good. He's just like, and then all mad when he's like, "Why are you stopping my dad from apologizing with gifts?" Like, we all get that's his flaw. We're okay. That's his flaw. We're a little pressed, but we like the thing, so let's keep going.
Yeah. All of his little interviews have been golden. He's got a lot of charisma. The actor.
Yeah. Let's see. I liked how the coach also, but like the coach's life went downhill and he blames Reggie, and I think it's like no one really calls him out too hard. I mean, like Reggie does, but everyone's like Reggie, no, you're the bad guy. But like ultimately, it's insane that like throughout the whole thing, everyone is blaming Reggie for like bad things, and like it's like he made it's thanks Obama.
Yeah.
But no one like addresses it, and it kind of made me a little upset. But if there's 5 more episodes, we'll probably get there.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what I'm seeing as we watched the fall, and now at the end the rise is happening as the show
Yeah.
suggests.
And the 5th episode was probably the most fun, I think, of all of them so far.
I did. There's a couple like conversations that happen within this that I'm like, I don't. This is like this feels as awkward. Like this feels awkward. When it's like when they're like yelling with the kids, like we're gonna do great. No, we're not. And then like she changes her mind, and he goes, no, we're just gonna go high, throw the. And it's like, what is happened? There's just hard pivots, and it's like I feel like I missed a couple sentences.
It was a lot of whiplash this episode for sure. I think that they're doing a good job of pulling some decent guest stars as well.
Oh my god, that was Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, I was like, damn, she's the biggest. I don't. She did not look like Megan Thee Stallion to me. But she was on my phone, and she was smaller. But she made Daniel Radcliffe look tiny.
She did, and she was great on screen. Like she should do more stuff, please, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, the walking back and forth at first, I thought she was like just gonna start being like trying to like. I was like, I'm just trying to get on camera. But the turning it into flirting was fun.
And Daniel Radcliffe is charming as ever. He's on Broadway right now doing a play called Every Brilliant Thing. It is a one-man show with audience participation.
Oh, go on Broadway? Go him.
This is not his first time on Broadway. He's actually won a Tony for Merrily We Roll Along, which is coming to Netflix next month. The pro shot of the Broadway show with him in it. And that one's a musical.
You think he's going to try and get an EGOT?
Yes, I think he will do it.
Ooh. What is his Grammy? What do you think he's going to, kind of music he's going to win a Grammy for?
Oh, it'll be like narrating a children's book or something.
You can get a Grammy for a children's book?
Yep. You can get a Grammy for stand-up comedy too.
I don't know how I feel about learning this now. I don't know how I feel about the fact that I'm learning this now. But I also don't know how I feel about that.
Well, something to keep in mind that a lot of people don't realize is the Grammys are given out by the Recording Academy, not a music academy. So it has to do with all kinds of recordings, and children's books are recordings. Stand-up comedy specials are recordings. There's rules about how they have to be released, but
so like, okay, so like if you record like Bo Burnham stand-up specials, some of them were recorded for like the TV, and then some were recorded for specifically the CD. Is the CD submitted for the Grammy, and then that like Netflix recordings the one? That's interesting. That's fun to know. You did you enjoy the Oscars? That was Sunday, or that was last week?
I did. I did not want Sean Penn to win for One Battle After Another, but it's fine. I also didn't want One Battle After Another to win Best Picture, but it's also fine. It's not going to be looked at as a good win in 10 years, but it is what it is. I did enjoy it as a ceremony in whole. My favorite part was the stage, because it was a lot of actual wood, some greenery, like it looked like real humans made it. It wasn't just screens projecting stuff. I really liked that.
Oscar stage.
And there was at least one historic win with the best cinematographer. Was the first woman to ever win that award in 98 years.
That's fun.
It's crazy.
There was I was oh, grammar has been a big. I'm not like a grammar Nazi, okay? That's not me at all. But I do think that I'm starting to get upset that we're just losing the basics of just simple grammar, just simple things. And there was a thing Grace McKenna was talking about an interview once about the kid who played Hiccup, and then in How to Train Your Dragon, and then also in Black Phone. If he had the 3 movies that all were number 1 in the box office, he'd be the first one since Jim Carrey to do it. Have 3 movies in a year, and like the comments are blowing up. It's like, if Jim Carrey wasn't the first one to do it, though, then he'd be the second. And it's like, no, you're the first one since. It's like just read the thing again. And I like, there's so many. It was just too many people being upset that if Jim Carrey was already did it, then this kid would be second. Like, I don't think Jim Carrey was even the first one to do it. We're just talking, it's been like 30 years.
Yeah, it's just been a hot minute.
Yeah. Calm down. A kid's trying to get successful out here.
Let him have a success.
Yeah. But I think mentioning Jim Carrey has a little people upset right now because he's fake. Or he was fake at the one award thing that he went to.
Yeah, there's rumors on the Nathan Fielder subreddit that Nathan Fielder is somehow involved in that. But there's also rumors
that would be hilarious.
I could totally see him doing it too. But there's also stronger rumors that Nathan Fielder is behind this fake boy band that is apparently very Boythrob.
Boythrob? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what his season 3 of The Rehearsal is going to be about. But
they just got rid of their manager because their manager was included in a few TikToks, and everyone hated on him and said you're forcing yourself into the TikToks. And then they said, hey, we love our manager, but you guys said that he's forcing himself, so we're gonna fire him because you guys control us. And then they fired him.
This sounds very Nathan Fielder coded.
Yeah, I've been watching them. So I sent you a couple at the beginning. Because I was on board for getting the visa. I thought it was just a funny bit to start a boy band for a visa. One of the guys, I think his name is Zach Ethan. He's huge in some things, and people are like, he's been a couple things that I've known, and that's how this got on my thing. And so it's like he's funny. So it's been a journey. It's been fun.
Do you have anything else to say about this show?
I overall I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would watch it again. Oh, I think that this show, the way it was written, you could pick it up, and if everyone just didn't think about the actors in it and their ages, you could put it exactly like in the mid 2000s, and it fits right along with every other show that came out then.
I agree with that. It's the most sitcom-y show I've watched in a while, and I think that was a little bit weird for my brain because it's very clearly a sitcom, and I think I don't like those anymore.
I do have to say I appreciate I do like good job on Tracy Morgan for being just he had that awful car crash or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like he just for him doing so well and whatever. Like that's nice. It's nice
Yeah,
to.
he's doing great. I was really worried about him for a while. I don't know, he's one of my people I've always had a very soft spot for. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I know that you like the guy, and I know that you enjoy him, and so I was like, I'm gonna watch this because like I know that this is someone that Jackie enjoys, and it was just like I don't find him. I don't think I find him nearly as funny as Jackie does, like at all.
I don't know why I have such a soft spot for him. Like I'd have to go back into some Saturday Night Live archives. Probably it started there, but I don't know why. But then also I do love Daniel Radcliffe and I love Bobby Moynihan.
Mm-hmm. Good cast, really good cast,
really good
funny
cast,
people.
and Maxine from Living Single, who I didn't even know was still working, so that made me happy.
A Pontiac Bandit at the end.
So I was thinking, Color Theories comes out Friday on HBO. I thought we could talk about that on Monday and see if maybe Aubrey wanted to join us if she is free. Today she's working on Broadway, but
yeah, on Monday. Talk about it Monday. Yeah.
Talk about Color Theories. Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I'm so excited to watch it again. I want to know what day they filmed it, because the day that we went was the last day of previews. And I don't know if that would be like a filming day or not. I don't know.
Wouldn't they tell you? I think they would tell you.
Oh, yeah, you would think. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they would have had to have like some notices up at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do this outro now.
Okay.
5 episodes in, and every comeback still feels like it's held together with duct tape and ego.
But sorry, I was like, you didn't spell it duct tape, and because I know it's actually called duct tape, and duct tape is the brand. But it was a bummer when I found. I just went back into the time when I found out that it wasn't always. It's just not duct tape, because I was like, why are we taping ducks? It's because it's for ducks. So it's sorry, it sent me into a. But every now and then, the cracks let something real sneak through.
And that's where it actually gets interesting.
Because the question isn't whether Reggie can come back. It's whether he's even fuck. And this guy was talking about fixing his pool, and then he didn't seal it, and then he resealed it with lubricant, and then it had a crack, and then everyone was making fun of him and like, flex seal it. Anyway. Because the question isn't whether Reggie can come back. It's whether he even knows what that means yet. That's good. You should write for this show, Jackie.
All right, that was Reggie Dinkins. I don't think we need to revisit for the last 5 episodes. I figure we can just pick something else after next week.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, when all 5 episodes come out, we can, if you want, we can revisit the last 5.
Okay, yeah, that might be fun. We'll see how they are.
Like another in between.
Have you watched Search Party?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like I've watched it.
Okay. That's on my list of possibles. I was thinking that, or the Nathan Fielder, Emma Stone show, The Curse. I think it's only like 6 episodes. Fucking weird as hell.
I'd watch that for sure. The Oscar stage kind of looks like a Survivor. Like
a little bit.
Like it would be where the cast of Survivor beats at the finale.
Mm-hmm. It does kind of. That's probably why I liked it so much. Well, and it was like just things, objects, and not screens. It was that's awesome.
Paramount Plus, I think you would find this hilarious. I don't know if you've noticed, has added a little bit of Australian Survivor to it.
I did not notice that.
It's 3 seasons and like episodes 8 through 15 of 2 of them, and episodes like 7 through 12 of the last one. It's quite funny to look at.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna go look and see what seasons they are. This is hysterical to me.
Yeah, so because I was like, oh, look at that, a very easy way to watch some Australian Survivor, and then I was like, I can't start in the middle of a random season in the middle of it.
Yeah, because so much happens in the first half of the season anyway.
Yeah, there's 3 episodes a week, and you're showing me 5 of them. You're showing me 5 episodes. That's not even 2 whole weeks of content.
That's a week and a half almost. Okay. I'm gonna get out of here.
Adios, folks.
All right, bye. Oh, I didn't even realize I didn't